We're here at the Miami River in Tipp City. You can see the river behind me. It is beautiful. I'm the only one here right now. So for this video, you're gonna see a bunch of different fishing clips from fishing the Miami River in Tipp City. So basically you can start, there's a Great Miami trail, recreation trail. You could start all the way on the edge of Troy and work your way all the way to Huber Heights in this river, and it is excellent fishing. So we're gonna see what we can get today, and you'll see that, and combined with a few other clips of fishing on the river, and then I'm going to give you my review of this river and where I suggest to fish and what type of fish. All right, let's get started. Catch of the day, rock bass. Beautiful fish. See the brownish red eye. Put you back, buddy. Decent little size. This is what we caught him on. Get myself unhooked here. Got all sorts of tangled up in here. But it's a little crawdad. And I did a review on this bait. I've liked it so far. Tiny hook. Let me get unhooked and we'll throw it back in and see what else we can catch. We got ourselves a beautiful little smallmouth. And he went after that same crawdad jig that we just caught the rock bass on. We're gonna put him back and we're gonna see what else is down there. There's a pretty big hole next to a log. I'll show you. There's the log. There's a pretty big hole right there. That's what we've been caught them both right there. Alright, just got another one. If you look at their red eyes, you see it in the sunlight. Let me try to get some sunlight here. I'm in the shade. There we go. Look at that. Look at those red eyes. Those are beautiful. This is another rock bass that I literally just dropped right there in between the log and all this concrete and caught. They are biting like crazy. I'm going to try to catch one on camera. So literally we just dropped it in there. We just put our pole in the water and we got another very decent rock bass. You see the red eye. So we're gonna take him off real quick, but yeah, literally just dipped my pole into the water on the other side of this log. All right, one last look at this stretch of river before I show you where I parked. Really easy to get to. So basically there's a bike path that goes along the river towards Troy, Ohio. And you can come anytime off that bike path and go towards the river and just find awesome spots like this. That's what I did. I'll show you where I parked. Extremely easy. There's a parking area right off of 3rd Street in Tipp City. And so far the best rock bass fishing spot on the river has been right here. So you guys are gonna have to check it out. Let me show you where I parked. So right here, number 25 on the Great Miami River Recreational Trail. This is the Tipp City Nature Center parking lot. That's where I parked. It's basically a garage, okay? Then they have parking down there, and you come right off of 3rd Street, which is right across from DAP, you know, the Coke factory. Here's the trail right here. You'll see bikers and people walking, but there's the river right there. You see the edge of my pole right there. That's where I went down, caught all those fish right there. All right, the next place we're gonna go to is off of Tip Elizabeth in Tipp City. There's a bridge. It's catty corner from the Tipp City football field. You're gonna see that. We're gonna be already at the bridge when you see that. We're gonna catch some fish there. And then we're gonna go to one more location in Tipp City so I can get a full review of this stretch of the river. We are at the Miami River. Fishing right above me is Tip Elizabeth Road. We're in Tipp City, Ohio. This is a bridge. Right behind me is where the boats go in, like canoes, the canoe rental place. And this is where we're gonna be fishing today. Got a Whopper Plopper 90 on, bone collar. And we're gonna catch some smallmouth at the Miami River. Let's do this. Lambert Acres here. First rock bass That is awesome. Check out their eyes. Their eyes are like a bright red. So that's a little rock bass. And we got him on a little crankbait, whoops, which I'll show you in a second after we let him go. So I got a rock bass at the Miami River. Alright, we're using this little, it's like a little jerk bait, just a cheap bait, tiny bill, goes like 0 to 3 foot down in the river, and we're just casting it at a log, which you'll see right there. Casting it at that log, and Mouty's on the other side catching fish after fish after fish. You see him? This is fishing the Miami River, and we are having a dang good time. He has caught smallmouth and rock bass. He's fly fishing though. I think it's easier to fly fish, but I don't know how to fly fish. I know how to do what I do. So keep watching. We'll show you what else I get. A smallmouth, tiny little smallmouth. My first one of the night, Miami River. All right, the third place we're going to go in Tipp City is right off of 571, right there. There's a parking access right there. You park in the parking lot of the parking access. It says right there, Great Miami River Water Trail. So this is part of the Great Miami Riverway, and the river's that way. So let's go take a look. The river is extremely low right now. That bridge right there, that's State Route 571, goes over the river, State Route 571 in Tipp City, and you see it looks like a little creek basically. We're gonna be fishing a point, and then we're gonna hit the, there's a few down trees over there, and then we're gonna fish the bridge, because pylons are always great. Switching gears again, going with the little rattle jerk bait. He's missing an eyeball, you can see. I don't think the fish will mind. All right, got a little bluegill. We went back to the crankbait. This is the area we're in. So we're on the other side of those trees. It's a fork. I've always had really good luck with forks. They kind of create a deeper spot where fish like to congregate, like right there behind that stump. So forks are always good. We'll release this little bluegill and back to the first bait we were catching fish with, that little crawfish, and we caught another smallie. We're here at the bridge on 571. You can see it behind me. We're in between two huge fallen trees. Put him back real quick, but that's pretty cool. Caught this beautiful rock bass. You see that thing is just gorgeous. Nice size, and right off that stump with the little crawdad jig. Look at the colors on this fish. It's neon green with the bright orange belly. Look at that. That's beautiful. All right, we're here to talk about the Great Miami River and how I would grade it. First, we're gonna talk real fast, and we're gonna talk about the type of baits that we use that didn't work and the type of baits that did work. We used the 90 Whopper Plopper bone color, torpedo, Whopper Popper, multiple different crawfish crankbaits. Had a few bites off of those, but nothing worth writing mom about. And then we started using this crayfish, this little crayfish jig right here. Comes in a 2-pack, $2, and the rock bass were tearing these up. I caught rock bass and smallmouth and bluegill off of those in the river. Then we also had a lot of success with the Matzau America Nano Minnow, little shad look-alike thing. We would jerk it around and catch a bunch of smallmouth and rock bass off of that as well. Also, night crawlers, like a wacky rigged worm. Those did okay, not as well as those other two. Fished a few different locations in the river. Started at the Nature Center. Awesome parking, love it. That's off the Great Miami Recreational Trail, and you just go right down to the river from there. You can go anywhere off that trail. Started there, worked our way downstream, and caught a bunch of rock bass, smallmouth. I banked fish there, didn't get in the water unless I had to. Then went to the bridge off of Tip Elizabeth and waded, got in the river, walked all the way down, all the way back, caught some rock bass and smallmouth and bluegill. Not too, that gets fished a lot, that area. Okay, then I went down to the bridge off of 571, caught a bunch of rock bass, few smallmouth down there, and some bluegill down there. That doesn't get fished as much, but still gets fished pretty heavy. The first place we went off the Nature Center parking, excellent. All three places had excellent parking. Also, Ross Road has a bridge. The water's real low right there, so we didn't film that. But if you wade or go down or up the river, really good fishing. I fish for down trees, so you got a tree in the water like this. I fish right here, and the fish are just waiting to ambush. Okay, that's how I fish. Or big rocks, or anywhere when I'm walking, I'll cast. You know, if it doesn't look good, I'm gonna cast there. How I do is I fan fish too, or I fan cast. So basically, I'll cast. I'll start to my left and work my way all the way around, and then basically I'll go back around. If I don't catch anything, I'm switching baits. I constantly switch baits. That's how I do things. It seems to work well for me. We need to grade this. The Tipp City part of the river, okay, because there's a lot of different parts, and I'll go city by city if I need to. But the Tipp City part is one of my favorites because I always catch fish there. So out of 100 being the best fishing spots in the world, 0 being the worst, I'd give Tipp City a 75. Never had any issues there. Always caught fish. Like I said, if you go out and you're patient and you switch baits enough and you try different stuff, you know, you're gonna catch something. If you need advice, there's also like off of 40 by the dam. You can go there, go up and down there. That's a great spot right there. There's multiple species in the river. That's what makes the river so cool. There's rock bass, there's smallmouth, there's largemouth, there's catfish of all kinds. There's carp, there's ton of fish. Okay, any kind of fish. Sauger, there's saugeye. So there's a lot of different types of fish in the river. So check it out. Go to the river. All right. Subscribe, like, comment, share the video. Thank you, and God bless.